Hello everyone, my name is John Eloy. You're welcome to today's section. Here we'll introduce our max pump. In this section, I will explain to us on how to couple the max pump and how the demonstration is being carried out. This max pump has a capacity of discharging 60 liters of water in 1 minute. Here we have the piston cup. Inside the piston cup, we have the cable. This is the piston cup. We have 2 piston cups for the max pump. This is the elbow. Here is the litres stand, also the litres stand, and this is our pedal. So, first and foremost, for you to couple this, you start with the piston cup. Ensure that the piston cup is facing the other piston cup by the left. This is how to couple it now. You fix this here. Ensure that this cable here, this is the cable, ensure that the cable is facing the left-hand side. If you are coupling it in the right-hand side, you ensure that the cable will face the right-hand side. If you are coupling it in the left-hand side, it will face the right, right will face the left. Previously, I told us about the piston cup, where we have the cable in it. Please, whenever you are connecting this, ensure that the both cables are facing each other. Ensure the both cables from the piston cup are facing each other. This is it. This is our piston cup. Let me do it again for benefits. Okay. This is the piston cup, and here is the cable. Ensure this cable is facing this other cable here in the other piston cup. You fix it this way, and you drag it down a little. Down. The next one is our elbow. This is the elbow. If you look at the elbow very well, you discover there is a mark here, and there's a mark here. Ensure that the cable on the piston cup, the left-hand side will be connected to this, and the cable on the other side, which is the right-hand side, will be connected to this. You take it down at the middle of your pump, the max pump, you drop it here. Here is the port. You drag this down a little, raise the cable up, and connect the cable up here. And you connect it here. You drop it down a little. Since it's a cable, it has the capacity of springing down little by little. So you drag it down, and raise the other cable up again, and you put it up. So now you ensure that it's going down gradually. You discover that it's very flexible now due to the spring, the presence of the spring here is now very flexible. That's all for the piston cup. The next one is for you to pick the litres stand. Here is the litres stand. There's an opening here. You discover you can raise this up because there is an opening here. Likewise here too, there is an opening that you can connect this to it. There's a little hole here by the right hand side. You raise this up, bring it down a little. Ensure you clip this to the hole here. Once you clip it, it's now firm. So firm that it's not, look at it now, it's so firm, and the rest you drop it. The next one is the litres stand again, which is this. This gives you balance. Once you start paddling the pump, it gives you balance. You connect it this way. Just put and drop it down. It gives you balance when you are pumping the machine. The next one, we have the pedal. Here's it. We have 2. One will be connected to this, and the other one will be connected to the right-hand side. This is how you connect it. Ensure that this is facing up. So now it's left for us now to connect this to this. You discover there is an opening here. Ensure that this is facing the front so that it will give it balance. And these two, you now put it inside, because this is where you place your leg. You do it this way. You just drag it up. Push it down a little. Ensure that everything enters so that it will gain balance at the elbow. This is the elbow now. Ensure you drop it here. That gives it balance. Repeat the same thing for the other one. This is the other one. You ensure that this particular port is showing directly where you are, which is this. You take it inside. You hit it little. You hit it little. And that's all. Ensure that you drop it at the elbow so that it will gain balance. That's it. So you discover from here, you can confirm if it is very okay. This. You look at it, and because of the spring, it gains balance. Here's it. The next one is for our outlet and inlet pipe. We have the outlet pipe here. This is called the inlet pipe. The inlet pipe. You connect this to the pump, while also the other side of it, you connect it to the source of water. Could be your well, it could be the stream, shallow well, it all depends on your source of water. So this is the opening where you connect to the max pump. You connect this to the max pump. Here is the max pump. This is called the inlet portion. This is the inlet. This is the inlet, while the other side is the outlet. Inlet is where you get your water source. This is the inlet, while this outlet is the discharge you get from your pump. Inlet, outlet. And this pipe is the inlet pipe. You discover this is different from this one. This is stronger than this one. The inlet tends to be stronger than the outlet. So now we connect the inlet port here. Here's our inlet. You just connect it. You can equally drop this down so that you gain balance. You drop this down and you ensure this is how you do it. Drag it inside. Okay. In order to avoid air, we advise people to ensure that you close this to avoid air, because as soon as you start pumping it, there is every tendency that you get air in it. So you ensure there is an opening here. You ensure you close here. Here's this now. You can use this now to cover every opening from the inlet pipe. So here's it. You tie this very well. Ensure that it's firm enough. So you are done with the inlet now. The next one is the outlet pipe. You can equally increase this outlet pipe. It depends on the size of your land. So now, this is the outlet pipe where you get your water source. You just connect this and you look for something like this to ensure that it is firm. To make it balanced, you can equally drop this down and you tie it very well. Ensure that it's firm enough. But please, while tying it, ensure that this opening here, you only tie the pipe close to the pump, not the edge. So you tie it now to avoid air. You can also use clip if you don't want to use this rubber. You just use clip and just clip the edge, and that's all. Okay, so we are done. We are done with both the inlet and the outlet now. Before you start pumping, you ensure that you prime the pump. Why do we prime the pump? To ease the pressure from the pump. You prime this, you just pour water. Please ensure that you only use water. Don't use anything like fuel or oil, just use water. So as soon as you prime this now, you discover that the machine becomes very light. If you want to reduce the water that is coming, if you want to reduce the pressure, you fix in your nozzle. This is the nozzle. You connect it. Once you prime this max pump, it becomes very, very light. You prime it once, and that's all. You can actually use either tube well, but though we are using this as our water source now, although the water there is not that much, so we are trying to manage our water now. So you can as well balance on this. That's the advantage of it. You can just balance here. You don't need to take this down, just little, and you see your pressure. Look at it now. That's it. You see, actually I said it gives you 60 liters of water in 1 minute. So you can see, and you see the person handling it. She can as well move around with it, not a hand. That's good. Yeah, so you see, that is it. That's it. Even a little baby can even operate this. Doesn't require much stress. Little baby can operate this. That's all. You can call your children. The good part of it is that at home I also make use of this. I pump water from my tube well to my overhead tank. In less than how many minutes I'm done. So that's it.